What's happening? I hope everybody is enjoying their Monday so far. Still getting to grips with StreamYard. Still trying to get my head around it. But here we go. Let's just see if anybody joins in. So the way that I'm going to have to do this is I'm going to have to, because for some reason StreamYard doesn't allow comments. So I'm going to have my laptop open at the same time. So I can see that there are, wow, I didn't know that, because I've never watched it live because I'm doing it, right? I didn't know that it gives you subtitles on the screen while I'm talking. That's ridiculous. So if you're watching this right now, press the love button. Give me a heart. Tick, 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 tick. Just so I know that you're here. Just so it helps get this out there a little tiny bit. And I'm going to have my laptop there so I can see who's commented on various platforms. It's like a military operation. So there's 6 people watching, which is cool. But I don't know who those 6 people are. So let me know you're here. I think that's mad. So I've got my laptop down there so I can see who's kind of commenting, but it's kind of coming up on the screen. I had no idea. Amazing. How is everybody doing? How was everybody's weekend? How was everybody's Mother's Day? All the mothers. So we're going to be talking, Louise, bang a lang in the Hizzy house. What's happening? So we're going to be going off. I don't know if you saw my post on Saturday, the one when I was talking about people who can't sleep, people who lie there awake at night, scrolling on their phone, posting on social media, I can't sleep. The post was all to do with how that is like literally kicking you in the dick and that is keeping you awake. That is stopping physiologically, that's stopping your body go to sleep. It's stopping hormonally, it's stopping you do the things that you need to do so you can drift off into a nice sleep. However, what should you do? If you can't sleep, if you are lying there wide awake and you can't sleep, what should you do? What should you do that doesn't involve scrolling through your phone, doesn't involve shining bright lights in your face? Because here's the thing, and something that we need to kind of remember is humans, we are associative. We associate places and feelings. We associate experiences, places, emotions, all kind of coming together in the same place. It's like if you have a traumatic experience, maybe you go to a restaurant and that is the restaurant that you and your girlfriend split up in. It was very traumatic. You then link those memories, those feelings and those emotions to that restaurant. So whenever you go to that restaurant, things start coming back to you. You start getting these feelings, emotions again. It's because we're associating a place with an emotion, with an experience, with a little bit of trauma. Therefore, if you are the type of person that does everything in the bedroom, if you just go up there, you just lie and you watch TV for no real kind of fucking reason, the only 2 things that you should do in bed, one of them is sleep, and the other one is the boom boom. That's it. Otherwise, the more time you spend in bed, the more time you just lie in your bed reading, the more times you just lie in your bed watching TV, the more your brain will associate being awake in that place. So if you are lying in bed at night and you can't sleep for more than, 15, 20 minutes, if you're kind of lying there, you're tossing and you're turning and you're kind of getting a bit stressed out because in your head, you know that you haven't given yourself enough sleep opportunity anyway. So you're probably only going to get 5 or 6 hours sleep. and then that 5 or 6 hours is now kind of dwindling down, and you're tossing the sheets around, and you're calling yourself a prick, and you're just having a fucking terrible time. The absolute worst thing you can do is lie there tossing and turning. Lying there tossing and turning is going to increase your body temperature. Your body temperature needs to decrease to fall asleep, which is why it's way more difficult to fall asleep in the summer when your body can't cool down than it is in the winter when it's kind of cool anyway. Ideally, the temperature of your bedroom should be about 18 degrees. So you kind of tossing and turning, you're kind of generating heat, you're stopping the natural sleep process. So the best thing that you can do is get out of bed. Go to somewhere with a dimly lit room, preferably an orange. I was going to say the old, because do you remember the old-fashioned light bulbs? They're better kind of from a light emitting, the light emitting range. I don't know. I can't think of the right word. Go somewhere that's dimly lit and read. Read until 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Read until your eyelids start to become heavy, and then toddle off to bed. Start the sleep process again. Relax. Okay, the more stressed out you get, the more knocked you get, the more you're stimulating your sympathetic nervous system. So we're trying to kind of balance out the autonomic nervous system. We're trying to give you the best chance of getting to sleep, because here's the thing. You know what's going to happen if you don't get a good night's sleep. If you are consistently getting subpar sleep opportunity, if you are not sleeping right, you know that the next day you're going to go into work groggy. You're going to go into work and you're going to make bad decisions. You're probably not going to be a really, really nice person. You're going to shout at people. You're going to take everything that everybody says way out of context. So it's hugely important, and it's a big part of my coaching program is optimizing people's sleep. Optimizing people's sleep so that they can perform as better human beings. They can perform as better fathers. They can perform as better bosses. They can make better decisions. They can be a much nicer person all round. And that starts by getting a good night's sleep. And it's crazy because one of the facets of health, we look at training. Yeah, we look at nutrition. Yeah. Sleep, possibly more important than the other two when it comes to kind of longevity. It's a big part of what I do now. Is more to do with longevity, more to do with living a long, strong, healthy, purposeful, fruitful life. And it all starts having a good night's sleep. No questions. Listen, while you're watching this, if you've got any questions, if anything that I'm talking about resonates with you, if you're kind of watching it and going, yeah, that's exactly what I fucking do. Okay, like the worst thing you can do when you can't sleep is just lie there tossing and turning and then getting on your phone and complaining, identifying as someone who can't sleep. All things that we kind of need to look at kind of switching back, you know. You talk to people, you say to people, look, if you are, I don't know if consistently is the right word, if you are chronically, consistently, I say tomato, you say tomato. If you are consistently not getting enough sleep, the reality of the situation is, the be all and end all is, yes, you are not going to perform. Yes, you are going to be a horrible person. You're going to be a nightmare. You're going to hate life. You're also going to die quicker. The crazy thing is, if you say to someone, if you are consistently having a short amount of sleep, your life is going to be much, much shorter. People don't really give a fuck. If you say to someone, if you are consistently undersleeping, if you are consistently under-recovered, you're going to put more weight on. Then they're like, I'm listening. Then they want to know. You say that someone's going to stay on the earth fucking 10 or 20 years longer. No one really cares. Richard Walker, I totally agree. Cool. Changed our sleeping pattern and we feel more energetic. Earlier nights fuel good days. Yes, they do. whenever we're looking at kind of changing your sleep pattern or optimizing your kind of sleep pattern, Rich, what we need is a little bit of regularity. What we need is for you to go to bed at the same time every single night. We need you to get up at the same time every single day. Within 30 to 60 minutes as a kind of buffer, but ideally, you know, if you go to bed at 10 every night, you get up at 6 every day. Regularity is the key, man. But whenever we're talking about any kind of circadian biology, we're looking at kind of people's circadian rhythms, everything's controlled by the master clock in the brain. So if we can have regular sleep and wake times, if we can have regular feeding times, if we can have regular exercise times, even to the point where if we're going to nap in the afternoon, if we can nap at the same time, regularity is key. It's when people live disordered lives, it's when people have I don't want to say live in chaos because that's fucking dramatic, but when people have no order, when people live a chaotic life, that's when people struggle. It's when we kind of bring things back in line. It's when we take a look at the whole kind of thing and we go, right, that's going to be your bedtime. That's going to be your wake time. That's going to be your meal time. Maybe we're going to look at a time restricted feeding. Maybe we're going to only eat in the hours that our body is very, very receptive to nutrients. Maybe we're going to not eat later into the night when our body kind of hormonally isn't really kind of in the best place to kind of utilize food. You know, maybe that's what we're going to kind of look at. But yeah, man, I think as soon as you can give sleep a priority, the rest of your life will massively, massively improve. Yes, we had a late night on Saturday and Sunday. We didn't feel as energetic at all then. Even said yesterday afternoon how much different it felt by one night out of routine, mate. And the thing is, a lot of people believe that you can bank sleep or you can repay the sleep debt. So you could have poor quality sleep Monday to Friday, and then you could just sleep all weekend, and then that would kind of reset things and refuel things and give you the benefit that you kind of missed out on all week. And unfortunately, that's just not true. If you miss out on sleep, you have missed out on sleep. I would even go as far to say is if you're having a shit night's sleep, you should still get up at the same time that you're supposed to be getting up every single day to bring yourself in line. But I'm made up that you are paying attention to your sleep. I'm made up that you are kind of realizing that sleep is massively important. Sleep, it just affects everything. Everything. Like I said, that's why it's a huge part of the work that I do with clients. You know, talking to one of my clients the other day, and she was saying that one of the biggest things that she's kind of noticed is she was the typical, you know, like I've just said, doesn't sleep in the week, sleeps all weekend. She now has regularity in her life, which means that on a Saturday and a Sunday, she's still getting up at 6:30. She's greeting the postman. She's doing all the things that make you happy. Her friends are like, what the fuck are you doing out of bed? All because we've put some structure and some regularity into her life. And, you know, weight loss is pretty much a side note. It's pretty much a added bonus, really. And she's not lost weight for as long as she can remember. And she's, I can't remember what she's lost, but she's lost about 5 kilos, I think. Not done that for years, which is cool. Do you have any other inputs? Anything else you'd like to say? Have you got any questions? Is there anything I can do for you while I'm here? Again, I wanted this to go on for 10 minutes so that I could download it and share it onto LinkedIn to help the guys over there, but it doesn't fucking work. Because you've been 15 minutes. Anyway, I have a call to make in 30 minutes. But I've enjoyed, I like this, I like the interaction, I like talking to people, I like helping people, I like giving people my views on things, helping people optimize their lives. You know, that's the whole reason that I kind of do what I do. How do you rate the MyFitnessPal app? I think it's fucking incredible. Give me some context. How do you rate it? The thing with MyFitnessPal is, and it's something I hear people's opinions a lot. No, shite, doesn't work. Well, the app is a tool. That's like saying that fucking hammer doesn't work. Well, it does if you fucking use it right. You know, MyFitnessPal is a way of monitoring your energy intake. If you don't have it set up right, or if you are not accurately recording the food that you are consuming so that they are out of line, you know, if you are having a cup of rice, or if you are entering a cup of rice, but in reality you're having 100 grams of rice, they're two kind of different things. They don't marry up, they don't add up, which means it's kind of pointless. Myself and the wife have got it to keep eye on our intake to lose weight and keep an eye on what we use. Here's the thing. Ignore the energy expended from MyFitnessPal. If you are looking to lose weight and you are using MyFitnessPal, use it purely, set it up properly, use it purely to monitor your intake. Work out your total daily energy expenditure across the week. Okay, work it out yourself. Get someone to do it, whatever. But don't go by the MyFitnessPal because they're not ideal. And then stick to those calories. If you are supposed to be eating 2,000 calories a day, but MyFitnessPal says that you've burned an extra 1,000 calories, if you then go and eat 3,000 calories a day, you've eaten too much. Getting back out for longer walks with the dogs and bikes back out to help with the fitness. Yeah, man. Awesome. Yeah, MyFitnessPal is fantastic when it's used correctly. A lot of people are very lazy with MyFitnessPal. A lot of people think that MyFitnessPal is the fucking holy grail. They think that as soon as they start logging food on MyFitnessPal that they're going to lose 20 stone in a week and they're going to be like, everything's going to be great. If you don't use it right, it's not going to help you at all. You know, things to look out for on MyFitnessPal: don't use generic recipes. Don't just search scrambled egg. If you're having scrambled egg, put in 3 eggs, 50 ml of milk. That's your scrambled egg. Someone putting that scrambled egg recipe in might have used 1 egg and a pint of milk. They might have added it up as 100 calories when really it's 500 calories. You know, do your own. You don't use generic recipes. Don't search for cup of tea with milk. Don't search for lasagna. You know, put your own recipe in. Does that help? I love that it's giving me that it's generating subtitles automatically. That's cool. Hopefully, today's little offering. Hopefully, it's helped you. Hopefully, it's given you something to think about. Hopefully, it's giving you some things that you can maybe implement into your own life. I don't like scrambled eggs with milk. Lol, just eggs. Well, that's not scrambled eggs then. That's just eggs. Weirdo. No, you need a bit of milk in your scrambled eggs, mate. Gives it a bit more volume. Gives it a bit more food. Gives you more food. Makes you feel fuller. So this was supposed to be a 10-minute video. It is looking like it's going to be a 20-minute video. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Hopefully, you'll heed my words. Hopefully, you'll remember the only 2 things that you should do in your bed is sleep. And the other one